What's up, people? A Dallas man filed a lawsuit against the city and police officers who wrongfully arrested him, claiming it was mistaken identity. I'm Chibuzo Wanchuku. I'd appreciate you liking this video and subscribing to my channel. A single father of four, Sylvester Hayes, was on his way to pick up breakfast for his four young kids when cops stopped him, grabbed him out of his vehicle, beat him up, and tased him. Even after the cops claimed it was mistaken identity, they wrongfully arrested him on a false accusation of illegally having a firearm. I wrote the clips.
Body camera footage obtained by Hayes' attorney showed the situation that quickly escalates. Within a minute, several officers are seen struggling with Hayes to pull him from his car. Things heat up as they reach for a gun Hayes tells them he has.
I was terrified at that moment because, I didn't know how that situation was finna turn out.
As Hayes is forced to the ground, the situation intensifies. He says he remembers knees and feet pressing into his neck and head. Still, he says he had no idea why he was being detained. It's only once he's in the back of a squad car that Hayes said he overheard this exchange, with officers realizing the Sylvester Hayes in their custody was not the same man who had a warrant out for his arrest.
We have to you resisting.
Resisting? Okay. Resisting because...
Well, I don't know if we're going to be able to put the resisting because you can't resist detention.
I just want justice for what they did to me.
Hayes was arrested and held in jail for several days. Though the charges against him were eventually dropped, Hayes has filed a lawsuit against the city and the officers involved.
According to the lawsuit, he was held in jail for several days, and after about a year, the charges were removed. The actions of the officers cost him not only his job, but also his home. That is why I hope he sued the police department and city for much more than he would make if he worked till retirement. He deserves more than enough money to finally retire because of the actions of the officers. They are clearly evil. I doubt there's actually a domestic violence suspect, as the officers claimed. They claimed that the first name of the suspect is similar to that of the victim, the one wrongfully arrested, in that it has the letter Y instead of the letter I as the second letter in the name. Even if there was actually a suspect being chased and Sylvester was the one, that would be no excuse to assault him when trying to arrest him. And when they were trying to arrest him, they didn't tell him why they were trying to do that. It was after they got him out of the car that they told him. Hayes not only gave the cops his license, but also told them that he had a firearm in his car, legally registered. The cop that took the license should know that he was supposed to find out on the system if the guy being targeted was the actual suspect. That is, if the cops were actually chasing a suspect. The officer didn't do that. Additional cops arrived to the scene, and apparently they retrieved the gun and yelled about it. So how did they know there was a gun there? It's like the cops that arrived earlier notified them. It's convincing that those officers were up to something against Hayes for his skin color. They then arrested him on a false accusation of illegally having a firearm. The actions of the cops are absolutely disturbing and annoying. This is why cops get assaulted. Some of them get killed. They abuse their power. They're supposed to serve and to protect as part of the oath. This is what they do to people. The actions of those officers, I believe, are associated with skin color. Hayes believes the same thing. The officers and the city need to pay for that. I also hope the officers go behind bars. Hayes should try to get the FBI in. What those officers did to that single father of four was really destructive and evil. It doesn't look like the four children have any issues with their father. He seems to be a responsible man who cares for his children without any woman helping him to raise them. I hope those officers don't get away with it. Let me know what you think. Thanks for watching.